Hi guys, welcome back to OceanGemTarot. My stuff is cooperating today, so that is beautiful. I'm gonna try to, I'm always having like technical issues, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, so we're getting into this read. There's something that you've been waiting on. You feel like the universe probably isn't hearing you because I have the universe in reverse, right? But there's also something, there's some like your sacral chakras in your core. It's over like your sexual energy and all that good stuff, creativity. And then we have throat chakra that's sideways. So there's something that you want that you really need to speak up for. You feel like maybe you've been waiting a long time. The universe isn't hearing you, right? But there was some shadow work that needed to be done. There's something here as well as love begins. But I see that we also have foundations and achievements right in the heart chakra. There's some shadow work, something you needed to do within your heart, within your soul, like following what your soul really desires. And I feel like it's bringing in a lot of luck, right? There's something of not repeating a cycle, but also being patient here. It's just because there's some work that needed to be done, right? Possibly some healing in your heart chakra to create a firm foundation. Don't think that you're not being heard, because you're being heard. But there's also something that I just heard: speaking out for what you want, speaking out for what it is that you truly desire, and not settling. Possibly there could be like some high sexual energy, or maybe you're putting out a lot of sexual energy, so people are attracting towards you, but the people that are attracting towards you aren't necessarily what your soul desires. Does that make sense? So yeah, we're going to get into it. Hey, AAW. Hey, Redbeard. How are you? Oh, well, thank you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool, which is more, it's like a new beginning, taking leaps of faith, taking a leap of faith, but also seeing past. I just like seeing past the bullshit, but that's not really necessarily what the Fool means, but that's what I'm seeing. But embracing kind of the innocence, right? Because she has a dandelion in one hand, she has a new purse, and it's purple, and purple's kind of the color of royalty, right? But yet she has this puppy, and she's playing with the puppy with the purse, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. And then also underneath that, we have the Seven of Cups, right? It's like there's endless possibilities, but it's also a sense of you have this great fantasy of how you want something to be. Some of you guys might need to ground yourself. Make sure you're not seeing it for what you want it to be, but seeing it for what it actually is. I don't know what this pertains to, because it's kind of all over the place. So we're going to get into it. What is this? The Seven of Coins, right? It's like you're climbing the ladder. You're being persistent. It's like you're manifesting these new ideas and you're working hard. Like working hard pays off is what I just heard. But it's like I just heard climbing the corporate ladder. For some of you guys, I don't know what this is. Maybe you're very flirtatious with somebody that's maybe comes in your building or somebody that you work with. Just make sure you don't cross those boundaries. I feel like a lot of you are not. I don't know. It's like it's exuding out of you. I don't know what this is. We have the Six of Coins that's sideways, which that can be dealing with like past childhood. Like there's a little kid, she's selling lemonade, working on new ideas and tapping into those ideas that you had when you were younger and bringing them into the present. It's that creative type energy. Some of you guys are putting it's like you've grown up a lot. Because you can be older and still have immature ways. And it's like you've noticed it, or you've noticed the things that are holding you back. And that could be what it is that you're speaking out about. Possibly even in relationships, like maybe you would hold your tongue or let people walk all over you, just not want to deal with the drama or create any. But now is the time. It's kind of like you're overcoming that boundary. That's one situation. Look at that Judgment, and underneath that was the Page of Swords. Learning how to balance what it is and know when to speak up, right? It's like there's awakening going on. You're tune into the clever ideas you have, or being clever with the way that you move. There's a chatty Cathy. That's an old saying, chatty Cathy within your realm. Some of you guys need to make sure that you're not being a chatty Cathy. Don't tell everybody what you're doing. Make sure it's staying balanced, right? And also there's a sense of forgiveness. Some of you guys are too quick to forgive, but I don't mean it in like don't forgive anybody, but you can forgive somebody without, running arm in arm with them. Does that make sense? Hey, Tony, how are you, my love? I think this is all part of that shadow work. It's like you're waiting for something to come in. It's like the seeds have been planting. The roots are growing. Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody, the reason why is like you don't feel like the universe is on your side and you've been going through is like you're waiting. It's kind of like a love for yourself, right? Doing that shadow work. But also there's something like, or someone that makes you feel like unwelcome, or possibly maybe even having family issues. There's some kind of anonymous messages going on. I don't know if you guys have a place where possibly people can drop anonymous complaints with their false allegations, because that's what I keep seeing. And for some of you guys need to know your anonymous isn't anonymous, if that makes sense. So be careful about being a chatty Cathy and putting it all out there if you're one that's making all these anonymous things, because eventually people are going to look into you. Don't get yourself in hot water. But that's not everybody. It's a select few. Like you guys are building this firm foundation. You're achieving a lot. And I feel like you're going to see that. It's like you're still like climbing that ladder. And I don't know. It just seems corporate ladder is what I keep hearing, right? It's all playing out how it needs to be. It just may not be going as quick as what you want, right? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. The delays are happening, so there's not a bad timing here. Somebody might be getting a letter in the mail. It's like you're waiting on a sign. Waiting on a sign to make that move. Jump into your creativity and quit doubting yourself here. Six of Wands in the reverse. But that's right under the Judgment and the throat chakra that's sideways in the Page of Swords, right? Somebody needs to, I feel like somebody around you, I don't feel like this is you, but they're about to kind of get an ego check or need to get their ego in check. It's kind of like a know-it-all type personality. Interesting. That know-it-all personality could be putting forks in the road for you. But these are just obstacles that's kind of like, you may feel like it's not going to come in for you, but it's going to be seen, right? Just keep speaking your truth. Speak up for yourself. Don't hide what it is that's in your soul, right? Tap into that creativity. I feel like somebody's jealous because like you have this sexual energy going on about you. I don't feel like, maybe some of you guys need to get it under wraps, but it's like keep it balanced. Right. So you don't cause unnecessary problems within, I just heard the workplace, or within some kind of tight knit circle. Because I just see a circle and it's all grouped and tight together. Right. There's also somebody in your energy. They lie a lot. and you don't want it to fall back on you. And I feel like that's what this speaking up is about, right? It's kind of like CYA for some reason, but you're good though, because you're achieving a lot here. But there's something about opening up your heart, keeping your heart chakra open, but keeping it on a firm foundation. Somebody could send you a love letter. I don't know, maybe it's a text message, secret admirer type stuff. That's weird. There's some new ideas and breakthroughs that are coming in. The Ace of Swords is on the bottom, right? It's like seeing the beauty in what others won't. It's like you're going to realize the truth of it. Because in this statue here, it's a statue, and it looks like it's kind of melting, but at the same time, she's clothed. Right? So it's like you see something and there's this breakthrough, this big idea. Make sure you act on that big idea, but also make sure you keep your eyes open about the truth of the situation. There's another situation going on here about some kind of sexual energy, but I feel like it has to do like within a relationship or whatever, but just know that possibly this one, like just because, I don't know, maybe they're drop dead gorgeous, maybe you like the personality, but read the signs, read the clues. Because I heard like just not that into you. Like they may be gorgeous and you guys might have great sexual chemistry, but the truth is, speak up for yourself and what it is that you want. Because if this person isn't giving you what you want, it's like they're being deceitful and you know the truth. You're going to see the truth that's coming out. It's like they're hot one moment and cold the next. Ew. Like that breadcrumbing type energy. I feel like you guys notice it if that's your situation. Sometimes you just got to cut the cord. Anyways. TT, how are you? What am I missing? Oh, you're putting a roast on the slow cooker? Girl, you better send me some. Yeah. Excuse me. Don't be blind to the truth. We have the sun in the reverse. All these cards are now falling out in the reverse, right? The universe is in the reverse. Then we have persistence, like you're climbing the corporate ladder, but yet there's something else that's going on. You're climbing the ladder. You're getting the manifestations. You have these ideas. You're working hard, right? Your hard work is paying off. You're being persistent. But at the same time, don't be like a pick-me Paul or a pick-me Pearl. You know what I mean? I don't know. If somebody has a lot of family issues, I feel like this could be like the other person. And like they could be acting like they're the good guy in this situation. But I just heard that song that goes, I'm the bad guy. Do, 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 do. Pay attention to that. Things are as they perceived or as they're being put out there. I don't know. There's just a sense of uncertainty here, right? We have the hangman, but it's only half of the hangman, right? And he has 1 foot free and he's just crossing his leg. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's just crossing his leg, just hanging there like do. Why just sit there and hang somewhere? Because like you got a foot free, you can swing that foot around and undo the rope around your leg. Don't keep yourself stuck. Especially if you know what this is. Keep doing you. People are kind of jealous. We have the Emperor. It's kind of like a bossing up, boss man energy, a very like masculine type energy, right? Be dependable. Somebody is like dependable upon yourself. Show your authority and keep things structured. Somebody needs to develop a structure within a situation that's going to make things move at a faster pace. It's like delegating things out so things run smooth. That's what I'm seeing in my head. It's like you do this and you do this and you do this because this is your job. This is your job. This is your job. Not everything is my job. So everybody needs to take responsibilities for their own spot on the machine so that the machine runs smooth, right? Like crossing T's and dotting I's. This is not going in the way that I thought it was going to go. But hey, that's our message. Somebody needs to open up their heart to new possibilities is what I was just told. Somebody's name could be Fred. There's something significant about Fred, or your spirit guide's name is Fred. Fred in the family. Starts with the F. Somebody you're dealing with can have a name, the name starting with an F. Interesting. Somebody has a beard. It's kind of short, but kind of long, if that makes sense. And brown hair, and it's kind of long, well kept, and kind of wavy. It's a very masculine energy. They're well dressed. I don't know if this is your boss. I don't know if this is somebody you work with that's kind of higher up. I don't know who this is. Take it how it resonates for you. If this is you, then I'm picking up. You said Fabio? You're so goofy. King of Cups sideways, and also the Ace of Wands sideways. But we just had the Ace of Wands in the upright, right? There's somebody that's not necessarily toxic. It's like they're balancing out. Maybe they're immature in some ways, but at the same time, like they're maybe overly emotional, but yet at the same time, it's like they need to learn how to balance it. I don't see him as a toxic person, right? It's a very compassionate person. They're emotionally mature, but yet at the same time, they're overly emotional. Maybe they pop off a lot. Or maybe they have high ups, like high highs and low lows. That needs to be balanced, right? But I feel like this is going to go in a new direction. It's just somebody's kind of scared of change here. But when they get their mind on something, they're like relentless. Like they're for it. Like go, 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 go. Right? And I feel like this person could be like very inspirational. Like they talk a lot of like, yeah. Does that make sense? I don't know who that's for or who that is. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. It's learning how to balance like a crossroads, but somebody also avoiding the truth and having to make a choice here. Like, what is it that you need to cut off, or who is it that you need to cut off, or what do you need to cut off that you are doing that's going to open you up to be more loving, more compassionate, but yet at the same time, keep yourself balanced. There's something to do with the shadow work. Don't think things aren't working in your favor, because they aren't. It's just not working out exactly how you're wanting to work out in that time frame, right? But it's also about keeping those chakras balanced, right? Your heart chakra with your sexual energy, and also speaking up for yourself and not letting people walk on you, or maybe learning how to control whenever you pop off at the mouth. Don't let everybody know your business, exactly what you're thinking, but being strategic with it, right? It's like you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen more and speak less. Because somebody's really curious over here, but yet at the same time, you're clever. Somebody might think that they're more clever than you, right? Let people talk. Don't you run your mouth. And then things are going to be revealed to you, and you're going to be able to connect the dots and put the pieces of the puzzle together. Does that make sense? Let me get one more card, please. Okay. Well, 2 more. That'll work. We have the Death card and the King of Wands here. It's like there's a transformation that's going on, right? There's some kind of movement, or you're starting a movement, or even that movement is for like yourself. Sorry, my fur is getting on my nerves. And then it's like you're a visionary, right? And people see you. It's like you're a natural leader here with the King of Wands, right? You're seeing things going on. Also, animals might be significant to you. Somebody might have a dog, but at the same time, neither here nor there. It's standing up for what you believe in. And it's also starting of something new and it being happy. Somebody also, I don't know how this significant might come out of the closet, and that's what makes it make sense. Don't get me lying. And we have the 10 of Coins, right? Financial security within your family, getting things stable, not having all the mess. right? Or somebody could be getting an inheritance that you're unaware of. This could happen like within the next 3-4 months is what I just heard. But either way, it's that 10 of coins, that, being secure, having the kind of that happily, like you've made it up the ladder, you've made it to the top of the mountain, and then you're going to be able to celebrate, right? It's that foundation, but it's not falling into the mess, right? Like the tricksters or the bullshit, and not allowing people to kind of like spread things around about you. So it's kind of like watching your actions, because people are drawn to you right now. Maybe getting a lot of compliments or things of that nature. Just watch what you're exuding out and tap into that creative side of things. Let's see what Spirit has for us as far as advice. Gonna be one of those days. It's gonna be a great day. Oh, I love you too, Tony. Thank you. What else do we have? Okay, that's a lot. On the bottom, we have the Badger Spirit. Be fearless and be bold. That just reminds me every time of like Beauty and the Beast. Be bold, daring. Yes, bold, daring. Sometimes life stings. The wasp spirit. We have Bobcat. Life is a mystery. I'm gonna have a Bobcat. His name's gonna be Bobby. Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. Sweet results await. And then we have give with gratitude and grace, as well as act as if. Chameleon Spirit. Be a chameleon, right? You know, the old saying just popped in my head, if you could be a fly on the wall. I feel like it's a time to be a fly on the wall, right? And trust your instincts, because you know what's going on. Just watch what happens and watch what's developing in front of you. Watch what's not being said as well as what is being said. Watching people's actions. Because whichever situation this is, there's a lot. It's like that saying, the best way to say it is saying nothing at all. But at the same time, I feel like by somebody not saying anything or like having conversation or something like that, that's telling you all you need to know. Pay attention to that, right? What other advice do we have? What else does the collective need to know? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is it that we need to know? Goodness gracious, there's a lot. Dance with life. Ooh, I love it. Do something to change your energy. Balance out those chakras. There's a lot to do with, I feel like somebody needs to stretch and get their blood flowing and do some yoga. Even if you think yoga is boring, do some yoga. Stretch out your like spinal cord and stuff. Get those energies flowing. Yeah. Somebody's having a stress twitch right here. Like sometimes you feel twitching in your face, but it's from stretch. And you get those energies flowing to relieve some of that stress. It's like body tension. I don't know who's that for. Anyways, we have create heaven on earth. It's happening. Ooh, shucky ducky now. Then empath, highly sensitive, connect with nature, get grounded. And we have yes. Just say yes. Sometimes you have to say yes and go experience new things. Don't keep sitting in your home on your butt all the time. I can take that advice because I've been working so much that whenever I get home, like I finally had 2 days home. I know this is irrelevant information, but I finally had 2 days off for like the first time in 2 weeks. You know what I did? I freaking slept. I was exhausted and I kept getting up. I'm like, I need to do my readings. But dude, my body wasn't handling it. It said, nope. And I passed right back out. Okay, and then we have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Don't dim yourself. Be, for somebody, the flamboyant, exuberant person that you are. And who cares what other people say? Because it makes you you, and everybody loves it. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Ooh, I love it. Somebody might have Egyptian heritage or have a lot of Egyptian stuff in their house because you're drawn to it, I feel like that's because you've had like some kind of past life dealing with Egyptian culture over there in Egypt for some reason. Neither here nor there. Let's get a couple of more. All right, we have the sea turtle, protection. You're a master at finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and the path, or the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. I love it. And then we have eagle, mastery. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You're guided by, I cannot see. You're guided by the winds of spirit, and your wisdom inspires the world. Oh, I love it. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my absent of tiredness. I love you guys. So until next time, you guys stay awesome, stay fabulous, stay blessed. Smash that like button and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you guys know when I'll be on again next. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Have an epic day. Hey Mojo, how are you? Okay, bye.